life-changing quotes by the Epicurus. The art of living well and the art of dying well are one. It is possible to provide security against other ills, but as far as death is concerned, we men live in a city without walls. Death does not concern us, because as long as we exist, death is not here, and when it does come, we no longer exist. Death, therefore, the most awful of evils, is nothing to us, seeing that, when we are, death is not come, and when death is come, we are not. Some men spend their whole life furnishing for themselves the things proper to life without realizing that at our birth, each of us was poured a mortal brew to drink. Do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not. Remember that what you now have was once among the things you only hoped for. He who is not satisfied with a little is satisfied with nothing. Why should I fear death? If I am, then death is not. If death is, then I am not. Why should I fear that which can only exist when I do not? Long time men lay oppressed with slavish fear. Religious tyranny did domineer. At length the mighty one of Greece began to assert the liberty of man. Of all the means to ensure happiness throughout the whole life, by far the most important is the acquisition of friends. The wealth required by nature is limited and is easy to procure, but the wealth required by vain ideals extends to infinity. To eat and drink without a friend is to devour like the lion and the wolf. It is not so much our friends' help that helps us as the confidence of their help. We should look for someone to eat and drink with before looking for something to eat and drink. Of all the things which wisdom provides to make us entirely happy, what's the greatest is the possession of friendship. The noble man is chiefly concerned with wisdom and friendship. Of these, the former is a mortal good, the latter an immortal one. You don't develop courage by being happy in your relationships. Every day you develop it by surviving difficult times and challenging adversity. Live in obscurity. I was not, I was, I am not, I care not. He who is not satisfied with a little is satisfied with nothing. Nothing is enough for the man to whom enough is too little. The greater the difficulty, the more the glory in surmounting it. He who least needs tomorrow will most gladly greet tomorrow. Misfortune seldom intrudes upon the wise man. His great and highest interests are directed by reason throughout the course of life. He who has peace of mind disturbs neither himself nor another. The misfortune of the wise is better than the prosperity of the fool. Empty is the argument of the philosopher which does not relieve any human suffering. Let no one be slow to seek wisdom when he is young, nor weary in the search of it when he has grown old, for no age is too early or too late for the health of the soul. We must exercise ourselves in the things which bring happiness, since, if that be present, we have everything, and if that be absent, all our actions are directed toward attaining it. Both old and young alike ought to seek wisdom, the former in order that, as age comes over him, he may be young in good things, because of the grace of what has been, and the latter in order that, while he is young, he may at the same time be old, because he has no fear of the things which are to come. The fool's life is empty of gratitude and full of fears. its course lies wholly toward the future. If a person fights the clear evidence of his senses, he will never be able to share in genuine tranquility. It is not the pretended, but the real pursuit of philosophy that is needed. For we do not need the appearance of good health, but to enjoy it in truth. He who says either that the time for philosophy has not yet come or that it has passed is like someone who says that the time for happiness has not yet come, or that it has passed. It is folly for a man to pray to the gods for that which he has the power to obtain by himself. If God listened to the prayers of men, all men would quickly have perished, for they are forever praying for evil against one another. I never desired to please the rabble. What pleased them I did not learn, and what I knew was far removed from their understanding.